nervous about today?
No, because I think the worst thing that can happen is that I have to have a cannula with my MRI and my arms are bruised. So that's like the worst thing that can happen.
Yeah.
Because I don't think I'll have contrast put in. So the last 2 I haven't had contrast put in. And then it's just okay, we just got to go to the hospital, so that's all right, isn't it? And then
the stitches I don't think will be too...
I don't think they'll be too bad because 2 have dropped out.
Just close your eyes. Do you want me to sit next to you during that?
We'll be all right. I'll be all right.
I could hover over you.
Help.
With my eyes closed as well.
I know. And then tomorrow's the big day.
Yeah, so the stitches today is...
Because I had a biopsy.
Biopsy on a mole. So a side effect of... Is it just beacon or all?
A certain drug that I'm on.
Is one of the drugs side effect is skin cancer.
So that's been done. So I'm waiting for 2 biopsy results because I've also had a nodule in my thyroid.
Tomorrow we've got the every 3 months it's the checkup with somebody to see if the treatment's been working so far. They just do it every 3 months. It's just...
I know.
Like a 3-month wait, but we don't know what results. We're hoping to get the PET scan results and these MRI results, but the MRI today is of the liver.
So what could happen is the letters are coming from the liver surgeons in Birmingham, so it is like really exciting.
I know.
But we're just too scared to even get excited about it.
Because they need to, we're not on a curative path at the moment, we're on palliative, but surgery is curative.
So it's like a real big changer.
It's the big change.
So what would happen is if anyone would do surgery on my liver, so I've got 4 mets in my liver, if anyone will do surgery on if they could get out the 4 mets, they will then take out the bowel tumour. So it's like the gateway to a curative path. So it's huge. So we keep revisiting it. And every time it's a no, which is a huge, huge, huge blow. And they just tell you over the phone and I get completely floored by it. So we're just praying that we could suddenly go into this meeting and we know that the liver surgeons are looking at it. And it would be
I have a laugh. We're so bad because we laugh when we're nervous.
The thing is it's
then
so
people think
huge.
we're having a jolly time.
It's just so huge being on a curative path when you're completely on palliative. Or it will just be a big fat no again. And they're very, very difficult to take. Like you're just sat in a room told, no, you're just carrying on as you are. And I just find it ever such a lot. Well, we all do. And
anyone would.
And you just have to leave going, thanks, I'll go and get a Costa coffee now.
I know.
And then I just cry.
It's like it takes the whole 3 months from the last meeting to build your reserves up and get mentally prepared. And then you've got another meeting. But let's go because we've got to go to the, what time?
Stitches. Yeah, we've got to go now. Yeah.
Right.
There's loads, yeah.
I was going to say, it's not on there.
There will be mountains.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's not been fun, been a hard year.
So when were you diagnosed then?
So this week, so last week, in half term was when I got symptomatic.
Yeah.
And then I got diagnosed on Christmas Eve. I know, yeah. But I was ever so poorly. I was practically better by then.
better now.
Mum just messaged and I just said that out and didn't hurt at all.
I know, that's amazing because the actual stitches was like trauma. And then I just had to talk over it. I don't know, maybe you don't mind it, but sometimes it's annoying to have to constantly tell somebody in 2 seconds your cancer story.
Yeah,
all
they
the
always
time.
say, so what happened? Like,
when I had my colonoscopy, he spoke to me during the colonoscopy about my sister and diagnosis and how she doing. And I was like, this is like not what I want to talk about.
It's triggering, it makes you upset.
I was literally crying.
Yeah.
And then I was like, why, just talk to me about
because that's what happens to me about, yeah, exactly. That's what happens to me every week. Like when I used to have bloods, if I don't have them in oncology, they'll say, oh, so you've got...
Yeah.
When did you get diagnosed? And then they say, have you got children? And you're like, that's the worst, because that was what used to happen to me in the beginning, is I was so sensitive that I used to just cry the whole time.
Of course.
So I'm like, yes, I've got children. And, it's just, that happened to me all the time.
It's like, just sit down and relax. So, stage 4 cancer, 2 kids, hey? Like, it's like, fuck off.
I know.
Sorry
so
for my language, but just as a tip. Don't do that.
Exactly. So anyway, we're going to go to TK Maxx now on the way to the hospital.
Yeah, so we're going to get tweezers then, because I didn't have any, if we're going to do our eyebrows later.
I've got some.
Okay.
Definitely want to do my eyebrows.
Matching jumpers.
Yes.
And
we know how to live. We are living for this life.
yeah. Live well with stage 4 cancer.
Get your eyebrows done.
Eyebrows and matching jumpers.
Hands in the sky, I can feel the winds of
really like that.
change.
I like
You live and you learn, and I hope I've seen enough to make something right and make up for what I've lost.
Arvo's got a bowel out.
Yeah.
I was down, but things are looking up.
It's just the trendy one.
I wanna get high on
No, I like
you, caught by surprise by you.
that. It's just my face. I went like...
I'm
we just
pointing
drove
you.
down this closed road to get it. We didn't realise it was closed. We did, but then somebody else drove down, so we just drove down, and then I got shouted at. That would take me... I'm mortified. It could take me a week to get over it. We're here at the hospital now. Had a very successful TK Maxx trip. It's honestly things we sometimes do, going to these appointments. Nearly there after.
Yeah.
So it is an injection in contrast. Is that where they inject the dye into you?
Yeah. So the only reason it's a problem is that I haven't got a vein at the moment.
No, I know.
It's a chemo. So that's the 2 veins that they can use.
Oh, they're going to go back in over the bruise.
They won't be able to, no.
He just came out actually, which was really sweet, and said that the cannula's gone in fine. There's no one here, so yeah, he just said the cannula's gone in fine. And he was like, can I see your tattoo? Your matching tattoo? And he was like, you're obviously really close, it's really nice that you're here and stuff, so that was really sweet. Oh damn, done, finished. He was really nice. Did I tell you he came out?
Oh, did he come out?
He came out and he goes to me, I've got my cannula in, it's alright.
Oh, good.
And I was like, oh, and he was like, let me see your tattoo.
Oh, yeah, because I said the matching ones. They were really banging
My I forgot I was wearing those.
They were really banging my arm to try and find a vein, and I said don't, because it's sore.
It's all good.
So they got it in my other arm.
Yeah. Done. Going out? Well, we'll definitely be back for the girls.
I know, I was letting the MRI think, what can we do next? Where can we go?
Looks nice. These nectarines look nice.
So grab 4 of them, so we'll do them in the air fryer.
Do you? With a whole jack of potato in
Yeah,
the
because
air
I've
fryer?
seen people doing it on Instagram. They cut these lovely cauliflowers. I've got my eye on this second one up here.
Such a good charity shop find. So you've got 2,
Yeah.
and then that goes on there. So we're going to have our lunch now.
1 hour.
Have some lunch. My toast up looking when I started eating a carrot. So back at home, did really well. It is better to do it as a pair because you don't even notice the time.
Yeah, because it's
We've
been
got
all
all
day.
this yam, scrum, veg. So we're going to have a curry later on, well this week, and then tonight we're going to have a butternut squash. I'm going to show all Naomi's lovely homeware. Soup bowl with a lid. These cups, which are coffee cups. And there's the coffee thing. The new thing since I came here last.
I just think I can't understand not being with the children in my life. I just want it to be real, God.
And it wasn't
Very lucky.
cancer, fucking hell.
She died at 22-year-old.
Oh my God.
Little children will start coming around soon. Let's go show our
Don't know sound effects. Trick or treat.
Back.
You look lush, Sam Sam.
Exercise mad.
I'm just going to finish the vlog.
Okay.
I know we're still sat on the sofa and he's like, he can't film my mic, but I never finish the vlog because I'm always just sat on the sofa at the end of the day. So Nade's already watched Love is Blind 4 episodes. We've not been watching it. And I said, do you want to just watch it then? So she's gone, yeah, all right.
I do just want to watch it because I'm so desperate. So I've read something on the Daily Mail and now I need to know what's going on. In other news, I've just taken all my supplements.
Oh, well done.
I just took all of them. So that was like, so I'm just full of goodness. And then I'm making us this butternut squash.
Yes, yum, scram. I'll show you the din. And then we will catch up with you tomorrow on our way to hospital. Obviously, depending on how we're feeling when we come out, we'll
try and update. Yeah. No, so then he said,
I've just got to soft play with Riz and I'm going to have to take him in, but I will message you properly later.
Oh, she's so nice.
Best news I've heard. You're nuts.
oh yeah, and it can all happen, and at least we're smiling.
Oh, at least we're smiling.
Always a good start. And we've had lunch. Usually we can't eat after we're crying.
Stuff in my face. Naomi had chips with poppadoms on top. That's how.
So,
that's what a good meal.
But don't make out that I ordered that. Like it was this weird thing on the menu, and I was like, "Oh, I'll try that."
So we've had good news about our dad, who has had cancer as well, and he just sent a letter through that he's got it all clear, which is amazing.
Best news.
And then we had a really, as you can tell,
we're like almost ridiculous. We've had a really good meeting with the consultants. So basically, I got told, he's a surgeon. I have been told, literally sat in a room and told I will never have surgery. And I've had loads of no's. And I still haven't had a yes, but the word was the liver team are keen. And that is just huge because it's always honestly just been a flat out no. I've been told I won't have it in my life and palliative chemo. So to have conversations like that, to hear that there is hope and someone is keen, it just feels so much better than anything we've ever heard before.
Yeah.
So I've got 4 liver mets in my liver.
And to hear he even said treatable cancer.
Yeah, I know.
Where we've been told.
Yeah. So I've got 4 liver mets. 3 of them are now inactive. Only 1 is active,
which we never expected from today.
Never. So that's like the biggest news.
We thought a stable
was our aim.
mets.
Yeah.
Then they might do the surgery.
Yeah.
3 of them cold.
Yeah, so 1 is active. And then I had lymph nodes all around.
Originally.
I think so. In 8 centimetres in total. And they were in both lobes, so they were never able to sort of get to them or operate. And they wouldn't do that because I had cancer in other places, so I've got cancer. So I had cancer lymph nodes all around my aorta, and so that was just a no-go area. They were like, what's happened with mine is every area that I've had cancer in, they're like, it's just a really difficult area, and then the conversation just stops and you're like, and they're like, no, nothing we could do. So what they've said is all my lymph nodes around my aorta are also inactive. So we were like,
this is the trial that she's been on. So Nay was the first round of chemo, didn't work at all, and it was a bit devastating. And then they said, well, we've got this trial called Beacon, which we've known a few people on the trial, and like he said today, he was like, some people on Beacon, he literally, his words were, fall off a cliff. And we've lost a really dear friend who was on Beacon, died, and you've had friends that have been severely unwell on it,
and it stopped working for
20% of people that it works for.
Yeah, so it's really amazing. Sorry, my phone's going because that was so large that went. So basically, so all around my aorta, they've gone as well. Sorry, I just sent out a group text to my friends, they'll be replying. So around my aorta, that's all cold as well, so that's a game changer. I've got an active lymph node in my groin, and what he has said is my issue, if you like, is that I've always been able to have bowel surgery, which would take away the primary tumour, which would be sending out messages to the rest of my body to say spread, spread, spread. And I've never been able to have that because I got cancer elsewhere, and it was deemed difficult, and you don't get surgery if you've got cancer, basically.
Because you have to come off your chemo to have the surgery. So taking a patient into surgery, cutting out parts of their liver, cutting out parts of their bowel, leaving them off chemo, then just as soon as they come out of the surgery and recover, which is a long recovery if you do get the op, you've just got cancer everywhere, and it's just ruined your quality, not that
Yeah.
there's no point, there's no cure to doing it. So it has to be that something is working to keep the cancer cells cold, as they call it, I never knew that, dormant, so that they've got this window, which we knew we had this
And so I'd been off writing to all different surgeons to see if I could get surgery privately or anyway, because I knew I had this window where I was proving to be stable, and just having Beacon every other week and nothing else was on the table.
which is a type of chemo targeted treatment.
So what he has said today is, if the liver team, he said, we potentially could do liver and bowel surgery at the same time, which is, again, he's always said, no, too big a surgery, won't put you through it. I've put people through it before, it's too big. He's like, well, it's one active one that we've got to kill, and the others would be just digging them out, the other three. So actually, you're a candidate, we can discuss that. I'll work with the liver team and let you know, which I've always wanted, because I felt if I went in for one surgery, I might not be able to go back for the other one. I've always been just knock me out, do it all, and I just want to get over it once, because it is months and months of recovery. Anyway,
When you're not on treatment, and then you did go back onto mop-up chemo, which would be Beacon again.
Exactly.
Because it's working, which is good news for us, because you were so unwell on the other chemo.
Exactly. But then the thyroid was
Borderline.
is
cancer.
borderline. So what they're doing is, I'm going to see a specialist about that. And the bowel surgery is probably a little bit more intense than we hoped, because we'd always thought that maybe I wouldn't have a bag and wouldn't have to have a Barbie bum, they call it, but they mentioned it today, and I just went really
They
calmly.
sew
I
up your
didn't.
anus, basically, so
You don't use it again. Yeah. It will just be one of those things that I would, if I get surgery, and the thing is, it's so ironic that you're waiting for these things, this is what you want, but that is what I want, because it's a treatable cancer.
That's what he said it's treatable now.
So just got to hope that they do treat it.
Every time he says it, he was like, treatable, I was like, treatable cancer.
So I was taking
the
notes.
Macmillan nurse, I was going, because when the Macmillan nurse is there, it's a bit terrifying.
Yeah.
And I was just like, then I left, went, thank you, Kerry.
Did you know her name?
I think she was called Kerry.
I called Professor Beggs Andrew at one point.
Did
I went,
you?
oh, Andrew! I was like, I'm so pleased it's you, because he'd be my surgeon. And I really like that, because I've had a relationship with him, because in the past when I was sat with
He's the one who
surgeons,
put
you
you on,
literally don't know
he's
them.
our second opinion guy. Get your second
Yeah,
opinion.
get
He's
your
our
second
second opinion
opinion.
guy. He put her on Beacon. He said, I'm taking over. I've got a plan for you. You're younger than me. I'm going to get this.
Yeah, he did.
Anyway, we're going to go.
Thank
Get
you.
the girls. Thank you for joining along this
Last couple of
vlog.
days.
I'm so happy that it's good news.
Yeah.
Because we've made a few of these vlogs that never ended. Never got posted because the news was too difficult, but we are happy.
Yeah.
We have got full tummies. We're going to go get the girls from school.
We
We're
got full
thrilled
faith.
about our dad, and we will
Yeah.
share next week.
Yeah.
When we're here, but we're having a happy day today.
Yeah, we are. Yeah. Thank you.
Ideas at all. That
Wife!
you have.